Welcome to the Ultimate Survival Blueprint, a comprehensive visual breakdown of biodiversity conservation. We will explore in-situ and ex-situ methods, national laws, and global treaties to understand how we can save nature. Conservation efforts are generally divided into two main categories. In-situ, or on-site, protects species in their natural habitats. Examples include national parks. Ex-situ, or off-site, involves protecting species outside of nature in controlled environments, such as zoos and seed banks. In-situ conservation includes national parks, which protect entire ecosystems with very strict rules. Wildlife sanctuaries focus on specific species with slightly fewer restrictions. Biosphere reserves, established by UNESCO, focus on conservation combined with sustainable development through zonal management. Community involvement is vital. Community reserves are on private or community land, protecting biodiversity outside reserved forests. Conservation reserves are on government land, managed with local participation, often acting as buffer zones. Both support participatory forest management for sustainable utilization. Traditional practices also play a key role. Sacred groves and sacred species are protected due to religious beliefs. Traditional agroforestry combines growing trees with crops. Homestead gardens offer an ex-situ approach by managing small-scale biodiversity at home. Moving to ex-situ strategies, we have living animal sanctuaries. Zoos or zoological parks maintain wild animals in captivity for conservation, captive breeding, and public education. Aquaria serve a similar function for marine and freshwater organisms, focusing on research and breeding. Ex-situ for flora includes botanical gardens, which are scientifically managed living collections used for rare plant conservation. Herbarium preparation involves the systematic process of drying, pressing, and labeling plant specimens to create permanent taxonomic records. Microconservation or tissue culture involves growing plants in an artificial lab medium. This method uses the principle of totipotency, where a single plant cell can develop into a complete plant. The process involves selection, sterilization, inoculation, and eventual transfer to soil. Genetic backup plans are crucial. Germplasm banks store hereditary material, like seeds and tissues, for food security. DNA, pollen, and spore banks store different forms of genetic material, often utilizing cryopreservation at -196 degrees Celsius in liquid nitrogen for long-term storage. Biodiversity hotspots are the most sensitive and rich areas globally. They must meet strict criteria of endemism, having at least 1,500 endemic plant species, and threat, having lost 70% of their original natural vegetation. Examples include the Western Ghats and the Eastern Himalaya. Wildlife possesses ecological, economic, and cultural value. Ecotourism leverages this value by promoting environmentally responsible travel to natural areas. This creates a win-win, conserving biodiversity while generating funds and local employment, provided its impact is minimized. India's conservation policies include the Wildlife Protection Act of 1972, which banned hunting. Project Tiger and Project Elephant focus on dedicated species. The Biological Diversity Act of 2002 ensures the sustainable use and equitable sharing of biological resources. Globally, CITES is a legally binding treaty regulating international wildlife trade to prevent extinction. Traffic, an NGO network, acts as a detective, monitoring trade and combating illegal wildlife trafficking. Their synergy provides the mechanism to enforce conservation rules. Key global players include the Global Environment Facility, which provides funding. IUCN maintains the Global Red List of threatened species. WWF focuses on habitat protection and awareness. The Ramsar Convention specifically guards wetlands. Total biodiversity defense requires a synthesis of strategies. Local power supports in-situ protection. National shields provide the legal framework, and global machinery offers funding and data for ex-situ backup. Conservation needs a seamless web of local action, global funding, and strict laws.